When my daughter Zeta was a baby, during the winter months in Wisconsin, I would bundle her up, set her in her car seat, and place her on our patio table with the sun on her face. Intuitively, I knew there was something special about sunlight, enough so that I made sure my baby got a daily dose of it. Years later, as an integrative doc, I now know the science behind it, and I'm addicted to light. You would laugh if you saw my light therapy stash. I own a red light panel, a red light face mask for anti-aging, a red light mouthpiece for healthy gums, and red light goggles for protecting my vision. And I won't tell you what this is, you can look it up, but I'm also about to invest in the Joy Lux V-Fit red light device. On top of all that, I also own a happy light that we keep in the clinic for dark winter months, and I try to get sun on my face every day possible. You could call me a sunflower. I gravitate towards the light. It might sound like overkill, but I truly think of light as medicine, and I love that it's a very natural form of medicine. Using light for my health feels like I'm getting back to nature, even when it's a man-made source. Just think of how you feel when the sun hits your face after it's been gray for weeks. Or if you love to travel like me, that feeling you get when you step off a plane into that warm golden air. Or best yet, when you watch a sunrise or a sunset, that is a special feeling. These moments feel really good for a reason. They're not just emotional, they're biological. Light isn't just something you see, it's something your body feels, something it responds to, and something it can heal through. I've heard about light exposure for years, and honestly, I was confused and overwhelmed with how to use it in my own life. I didn't know how I'd find the time to add another biohack to my busy life. So I did what I do, and I spent hours studying the science, listening to experts, and experimenting on myself until I created something simple and practical for myself and for my patients. And though I've always been drawn to light, once I started using it intentionally, it was life-changing. I want it to be life-changing for you too. This series, The Light Protocol, is my result. In the following videos, I'll explore what light really is, how it communicates with your cells, how different types of light like red, blue, UV, and infrared affect your body, and how they can be used for health. And I'll even share how darkness itself can be medicine. At the end, I'll give you my light protocol, a super simple thing you can do to bring life into your own life. Because when you work with light, you harness one of the simplest ways to feel more alive. Before we get into the science, let's start with the basics. What is light and how does it influence you every single day? Think of all the ways you're exposed: the glow of a sunrise, the blue light from your phone or laptop, the warmth of a red light panel or sauna. We're surrounded by light all the time, and whether it's noticed or not, it's constantly changing our biology. So what actually is light? Like I said, it's not just brightness, it's a biological signal. Light is how your body translates the outside world into internal balance. Technically, it's electromagnetic energy traveling in waves. Some we can see, some we cannot. These waves form a spectrum from ultraviolet to visible light to infrared, and every wavelength has its own unique effect on your body. The sun, my favorite, gives us full spectrum light, the most natural and balanced form. Artificial light, like fluorescents or LEDs, only give us narrow slices of that spectrum. And then there are screens, the curse of screens. They mostly emit concentrated blue light. I used to think all blue light was bad, but there's more to the story. And finally, there are therapeutic lights like red light panels. These let us use specific wavelengths for healing. The takeaway: we are surrounded by light all the time. Not all light is created equal. Some forms heal, some can harm, and it all depends on wavelength, intensity, and timing. That's what we'll talk about next. Using light as medicine isn't just about the wavelengths and the type of light. It's also important to understand a bit about your anatomy when it comes to light. It helps to picture light moving through the layers of your skin. First, there's the epidermis, the surface layer. Beneath that is the dermis, and below that, the subcutaneous tissue. Beyond that, you have muscles, organs, and deeper structures. Different wavelengths of light penetrate to different depths, and each interacts uniquely with your cells and molecules along the way. Shorter wavelengths like UVB reach only the epidermis, while UVA goes a bit deeper into the dermis. Blue light acts mostly at the skin surface, the epidermis, and through specialized receptors in your eyes. Red light travels through the dermis and into subcutaneous layers, and near infrared goes even deeper into your muscles, joints, and even your bones. Depth matters because when you have a specific goal with light exposure, you have to know which light to use and when. Different types of light reach different targets. Understanding this is the first step in learning how to work with light instead of against it. In the next episode, we'll explore what light actually does inside your body, how it influences your cells, your tissues, your hormones, and even your neurotransmitters. See you in episode 2.